they can't lose either. Sending 10 players here to the top 32, absolutely incredible. So many of them sitting on the winner's side. We just saw Gluto, we just saw Noxumbra and Homika, and now we're going to see Neibaf and Freetox. These guys, like, what a strong claim for being the strongest country in Europe.
Yeah, it's absolutely incredible. The amount of talent that they've been able to feed through here. And again, that's been a great showcase of the Smash World Tour so far. The amount of talent that, lies in these parts of the world that you might not necessarily recognize as, oh, we are going to get the Duck Hunt here from Neibaf. So maybe something about Min Min does not sit well with Steve. So we'll see how it shakes out here on this first game on Battlefield.
Yep, when you think about Min Min, there's one thing that comes to mind, and that is range. And if you're going to be fighting a character with absurd range, might as well pick somebody who can do even better in that category. Duck Hunt with a wide array of projectiles. Got some can setups at the ledge already. Of course, the Gunman, the Clay Pigeon. A lot of ways for Duck Hunt to keep you out. And even against the giant length of the arms, you can see that come into play. Min Min does, however, have a reflector on her up smash, which I think could come in the clutch quite a few times here for Freetox.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be an interesting war of attrition. Again, Min Min functions a lot like a zoner because of how much range she has to play with, but not having a real technical projectile of her own, and Duck Hunt Dog having all of that in spades. And right now it's Neibaf has kept it pretty close, getting the Clay Pigeon combos up close, so that's going to be big damage coming out from Neibaf.
Wow, what a surgical ledge setup there. Oh my lord. Ending it with the forward smash. Got every setup tool for Duck Hunt ready to go. But Freetox immediately responds, sending those arms Neibaf's way. And we've got an even fight.
Yeah, not sure if I would want a dog being my surgeon, but in this case, the surgical precision definitely coming out in favor for them, as Freetox able to even things up. But at what it's so difficult trying to get in on Duck Hunt, even when you don't have to technically get in on them if you're Min Min, because this character can just has so many tools to just keep you at bay. Can be very frustrating.
Min Min, of course, can hit the can back at him with her arms, so that could be very useful. Oh, we're gonna see the up smash. Yeah, I believe a frame 6 reflector, really strong tool against the zoners that could normally be a thorn in the side to Min Min.
We're seeing the Clay Pigeons being huge right now in regards to damage. For Neibaf, they've been able to get some pretty sweet conversions and just good pot shot damage off of that. Freetox hasn't really had a great way to deal with that, but able to break zone right here, trying to convert. This far off camera angle is absolutely throwing me off, though. My God.
Yeah, it's crazy how the camera has to compensate for the can at all times. It's like it is truly a third character on the screen, and the way Duck Hunts use it definitely echoes that. Oh, almost an incredible recovery, but an even better edge guard on the part of Freetox, just ready for that air dodge to the ledge, knowing that Duck Hunt had pretty much nowhere else to go.
Yeah, excellent stuff right there. But Neibaf right back in the driver's seat here. Duck Hunt Dog at the ledge. Quite potent in what they're able to do. You saw a really, really nice, ledge trap conversion on the first stock, but Freetox still able to hold on to this second stock here, and Min Min at this point doesn't really have to do anything crazy, just a lot of zoning out with the forward airs right now, so Neibaf definitely gonna have to find an answer to this.
Beautiful lineup with the can out of down throw. Love to see stuff like that. And Neibaf trailing by about 80% here. Not the end of the world, though. This character actually does have some pretty gnarly combos.
Yeah, nope. It's definitely... this character has some sauce up close that you wouldn't necessarily expect from in my opinion, still a very underrepresented character.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to see Freetox just inching toward him. I love how he rises with his arms, right? Like, you can jump during the arms animations for Min Min, and he's been putting that to excellent use. Just trying to box him out from afar.
Yeah, has the okay, went back to the ram, but it is not the arm, it is indeed the leg that closes out that game for Freetox. They're able to come out on top. 1-0 there. Again, war of attrition between these two characters. A lot of long range and having to adjust to that. So let's see what the adjustment will be from Neibaf in the second game.
Yeah, I would like to see the Steve, if not solely because we haven't seen these characters go at it in a meaningful competitive format too much, right? Of course, both of them released during the quarantine era, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what they can do to each other. Of course, Sephiroth, Pyra, and Mithra in the same boat, and I mean, Byleth basically got like 4 weeks of offline gameplay. So there are a couple big question marks in the metagame, considering most of these characters look like they've got a seat at the table in terms of high and top tier placements.
Yeah, it's definitely kind of crazy to think about how many characters we've added into the fray, since the last offline tournament, and how many more are still coming on the pipeline. We still have 2 more characters to add into whatever this conglomerate of IPs is. I'm terrified.
I'm similarly scared and excited. I can't wait to see who we're gonna get, probably around the early summer. But for the characters we have gotten, man, like, they all have a really interesting and unique game plan. But looks like Neibaf is gonna stick with his own interesting and unique character in Duck Hunt. I think there's definitely something to work with here against Min Min. But man, the can being your primary long-range tool, and the fact that it just gets sent back by Min Min's massive reach, I don't know if this is the best pick here. I would like to see the Steve if he goes down 2-0, but we might not even have to face that reality yet.
No, definitely cross that bridge when you get there for sure, as we're going to go to Lilac Cruz here. Interesting stage choice here from Neibaf. Again, I guess having those platforms as extra coverage, and maybe the awkwardness of the ledge will make Free Talks have to think a little bit differently about the arm placements and such. But right now it's looking like pretty much a lot of the same so far from both players.
I'm liking the elaborate setups. He's trying to use the clay pigeon into the forward air, into the can, just a little bit off the mark, but that could have been massive damage. All right, we see Neibaf in control here. Clay pigeon loops, yeah, right into the neutral air.
I never get tired of seeing that, man. That's so cool. But down smash right there, and there we see the reflector coming out, but that can not really in a position to to hit anything.
Love that snipe with the up B from Free Talks here. Oh, and just throwing the arms out at the ledge. Megawatt gonna get parried. What's the follow-up? Right into the raw back air. Love it from Neibaf. And
that could have been, I was gonna say, that could have been really, really scary for Free Talk trying to challenge the can right there. And wow, that's gonna be all she wrote.
A pretty solid first stock. Of course, Min Min with a slew of kill power at her disposal, though, especially when your opponent's off the stage. Dares him into an air dodge, doesn't quite catch the ledge. And we've got it back to even yet again, looking like a direct repeat of game 1, other than the different stage here.
Yeah, good parry right there from Neibaf, so able to get in it and get a grab for their troubles. But again, Free Talk's not really super worried about that. Just gonna get their arms in order. The Megawatt seems to be the favored one right now, going for that extra punch and extra damage wherever you can.
You've got the arms just coming out, but Duck Hunt's so tiny and using the low ground to his advantage. Very difficult for Min Min to hit some of these smaller characters sometimes. Might want to fall back on the 8 of the Ram, but it doesn't matter. Just a dragon to the face, closing it out.
Yeah, that move is so strong, man. And even if you don't get hit by the initial dragon, the beam that comes out if you charge the attack just makes it so awkward to space against that move. It is absolutely death-defying. You can see right there, a quick 20 piece right there.
Yeah, it's so much damage. Just one arm into the next. And that is how this character thrives, man. She'll just keep you out using her self-assist, basically. They combo into each other beautifully, racks up so much damage. And now Neibaf, playing a zoning-based character, needs to start chasing here. That is not Duck Hunt's strong suit by any means. The Megawatt neutral air, yep, that'll close it out so early. Good lord, the knockback on that thing. And we're going to see Free Talks with Min Min take a 2-0 lead, looking like a potential quick 3-0 here.
Yeah, that was a really, really solid game right there for Free Talks. Again, the Megawatt in there, like you brought up, you're getting about like $2 worth of your $5 character right there. That move is absolutely disgustingly strong. And yeah, Free Talks looking very, very comfortable against a character, like we mentioned, Duck Hunt primarily likes to play from far away. We've seen some up close conversions with the clay pigeon loops from Neibaf, but Min Min from a distance is just such a menace to society. and that it really hasn't, phased Free Talks and how they approach the game. So we'll see what comes out from Neibaf. Like we mentioned, we could see the Steve, we could see another stage choice here. We'll see.
Ice Climbers, I don't think are even on the table here. Steve, worth a consideration for sure. But Duck Hunt has just not shown to be working out yet. I mean, he's played immaculately at the beginning of each of these games. But as soon as Free Talks finds his footing, it looks like it's just really hard to maintain that momentum. Duck Hunt, a character who has to hit you with some pretty elaborate stuff in order to keep the damage up. And Min Min can negate it by just going to the other side of the screen, reflecting with up smash when she needs to. That constant onslaught of the arms from afar. I don't know. I think this is one of the strongest characters in the game, personally. I would put her near the top 5, which I think a lot of people might disagree with, but I will stand by that. You guys will see when offline returns that Min Min is not to be messed with.
No, I'm right there with you, Max. I think this character, I feel like kind of got slept on because of the initial disgust, for lack of a better word. People were not necessarily hyped about an arms rep, but Min Min has proven to be very, very good against a lot of the relevant characters in this game. I think this character is going to be a force to be reckoned with whenever we get to offline. And Free Talks showing that so far. We are going right back to Battlefield here, so we'll see if it's going to be a 3-0 and a handshake, or if Neibaf will make it a set.
Yeah, this is how we kicked things off in the set, and it was somewhat close, but I think Free Talks just had a handle on it by the end. We'll see if anything has changed, what kind of adaptations Neibaf has made going into game number 3, which might be his last in Winners.
Yep, so far, it's again, starting how a lot of the other sets have started so far, pretty even across the board. But whenever Free Talks is able to get into that, Min Min comfort zone, right about, middle of the stage, being able to ledge trap is where things can go awry. But Neibaf putting up a good fight right here in the early stages.
Oh, the chase off stage and sending the can right back into Duck Hunt's face. No tech on the neutral air. Wow. Megawatt neutral air, I'd say easily one of the best tools this character has at her disposal.
Yep. Absolutely. That was a great drop zone right there from Free Talks. But Neibaf going right back on the offensive here, but just like that, Free Talks able to escape, survive the projectiles.
The can just lingering there, so menacing. Free Talks go for the regrab here. Okay, another megawatt in air once he's back.
Yeah, the megawatt has been the MVP so far of this set. Definitely a harder arm to convert with just because of how slow it is. But the other utility it has is absolutely ridiculous.
I really like that Free Talks is pretty fearless when it comes to jumping off stage to go for these edge guards. And again, still using those rising arms. The fact that you can jump after throwing that attack out is so unique and so powerful for Min Min. And the percent starting to climb. Any arm smash attack is definitely going to do him in. Oh, and it's the megawatt. Wow. Such a powerful move, dude. 160 sitting on a full tank of rage. Wow, the taunt immediately almost getting bodied and losing the stock.
Yeah, it does not. Smash. Yeah, it does not matter the setting. It will find you and it will kill you. So,
all right, let's see if he can get bodied for 2 consecutive stocks though, because Neibaf is still trailing by quite a bit. Not Duck Hunt's strong suit chasing these leads. Oh, and sending the can back like that is just devastating to his overall game plan. I gotta say, this matchup looks very hard for Duck Hunt.
Yeah, 100%. Free Talks has looked very unafraid of the can, which and the other projectiles that Duck Hunt has loved to play with. And now you're seeing again grabs starting to be incorporated a little bit more into the game plan here for Free Talks. You haven't seen a lot of that, but almost to triple digits right now is Neibaf. It's looking really, really rough. And yep, regrab will get punished accordingly. That is a 3-0 and a handshake, a very long handshake, mind you, from Min Min, as Free Talks qualifies for the offline portion of the Europe Smash World Tour, and we'll be moving on in winners bracket.
Yeah, you're gonna need arms like that to pull off a handshake from each other's houses. But congratulations to Free Talks, sitting pretty here in the winners side, now in top 12 guaranteed. So congratulations, Sam. That was excellently played. And I mean, Duck Hunt, bro, he's just one of those characters that is so intricate. And I feel like it's really hard when you're knocked off your footing by maybe an unfamiliar matchup. Again, Min Min, he's only been in the game for, it's only 10 months, but 10 months of only online. So I cannot blame him for not knowing that matchup. That said, who knows the Duck Hunt matchup either, right? That was definitely the wild card pick for this top 32, I think.